Alright. We can probably get started. What am I doing? Ignis. So, what did I say I was going to do yesterday? I got the recipe rework, which I already did a lot of this already. So it's adding recipe tiers and letting it sort by tiers. So we're going to need some artificial headers in there. Huh. Okay, well now I'm going to do that. I said I was going to do shop rework, add estimated customers on all the screens. On both, yep, it's the same prefab, so it's sort of the default 3 and an auto buy. So I have to think through how that's going to work. And I've got, yeah, this is just HUD numbers and then a quality of life thing. Damn. Anyway, hey Paradox, how you going? Thanks for, I haven't actually gone over to your stream to have a look at it, which probably would have been useful for me to, are your VODs available on Twitch? I might go and, because my last day of streaming's today for the week, so I'll probably check if your VOD's available. I'll check it out tomorrow or Friday. Just as it's probably fairly useful for me to see how like a new player experiences it and kind of the things that they're thinking throughout it. All right, recipe rework. Add recipe tiers. I mean, this is going to be as simple as just the recipe config has a tier system, right? I'm going to have it as a enum. Public enum tier 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many tiers I want to make. 1, 2, 3. Probably make it up to 5. I don't know if we'll be able to implement that many, but here, and then we come to here, and we're going to go public. I should probably actually have it higher, maybe after the ID. A public tier called M underscore recipe tier. All right. So it means all of these recipe configs that we made previously are all going to have tiers on them now. Let's make all these are going to be tier 1. Which is correct, tier 1, and then we're going to make these two tier 2 for testing purposes. Unironically, that's all that recipe tier requires, but obviously there's going to be some functionality that we need to make on the recipe panel. Oh shit, I mean technically speaking on the shop panels as well. Oh, they are different panels, so I was lying. They're not the same prefab. There's a marker panel and there's a shop panel. Shit. So what I'm thinking I want to have, come across into the scene view, is in the list parent, scroll view, viewport, content, is how am I going to do this? Let's go into our prefabs, into the recipe panel. Let's just chuck one of these in here for now. Let's unpack this and just call it header. BG border. I don't even think we want that. The border either. Can we unselect it? I kind of feel like the border color copy is what we just want to make this. Get rid of the border. Get rid of everything on here, really. Content header. Which could probably be like 50 maybe. This is probably still too dark. Let's make it like slightly wider, like this. And then we're gonna have create an empty and just go. Oh, we don't even need sorting really. We can just go text. Sure, we can make it this. For now, we'll make it 150, but it probably doesn't need to stay that. We go text, Master Pro, make it Vulkan. We're going to need this color, copy, paste. Center adjusted. Could probably be smaller than 50. Let's maybe try 40. I'll allow it. That's not too bad sizing. Shrink it to 110. Yeah. And then we're gonna have star. Hey Lorenzo, how's it going? Long time no see. Yeah, I'm going alright. Just chipping through the work. Was able to get a build out over the weekend for people to play test. So I've gotten tons of feedback on things. So I'm kind of just working through that list of feed work now. Where does that star exist? There's a star in here. Aspect. So we are going to want to drop this. Really want to get away with 35. Is the build public? Not entirely public, no. I've got it set up because I'm a little bit like cautious about having builds public for a game that I'm trying to commercialize. But if you are interested in, I'll send you the link to this, just so I don't dox people. Put it on this extra. Is there more responses on here? Paradox. I've already done paradoxes, I think. Yeah. Questions. What am I doing? Send. Here we go. Get a link. Shorten URL. Copy. I'll send it in chat here. If you're interested in having a play of it, it's just kind of like I have a form to, it's just like a little tiny questionnaire thing, but then something I can just like register an email into so that I can send the build through that. And I've also got like a survey to fill out afterwards, which is where I'm collecting all the feedback. Yeah, feel free to sign up through that form. Are you in my Discord at all? So I do have like a bit of extra information, like an access to all the forms and stuff on there. But if not, we can just do it through the email anyway. So it's not a huge deal. Tier 1 header. Yeah, no, that's all right. My main reason for this was just, if I come back into here, so I've got like a Cafe Haven section down here. And this is where I've like, there's probably more than this in there, but I haven't updated yet. But like, whenever you're play testing, it's just like, there are some bugs that can happen that I already know about. And then I've got a link to the survey, which I'll also attach in the email if you do sign up as well, of like where to submit feedback to and whatnot. I'll just leave it at tier 3 for now. Yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. What I'll do is, I close that window. Smart. Yeah. Okay, so of course that wasn't going to work the way I wanted it to. What am I trying to achieve here? 'Cause realistically, what I want to happen is like this. Okay, maybe if we have tier 1 here. $360, $50, $360, $70, huh? There we go. This, and then this goes as a child of that. This has a content size fitter, vertical fit preferred size. I was really thinking that was going to work. This is probably actually, so you go vertical fit, preferred size, but maybe this also needs another vertical layout group on it. Yeah, there you go. Middle center, add some spacing to it, probably 5 is what I've always used. So get that out, and then get that out, put it back into tier 1. Okay, I think that's how we want it to work. So we go duplicate, put it into here, and go tier 2, duplicate this one, go onto here, and go 3. It's gonna be wrong count, isn't it? Yeah. Cool. I can see you've sent through that sign up. I'll quickly sort that out for you now. Hey Stubby. At Lorenzo, I've just sent you through the build details on your email then. Alrighty. So let's come back to the recipe panel. 2 more followers. Yeah, I leveraged some people, people that I got to play test my build that I used to work with and asked them to follow. So now we're down to 2. I'm only worrying about 3 at the moment, so we'll just leave it at 3. So if it's tier 1, transform equals m underscore list transform 1. Two and 3. And here we just type transform. Yeah, equals null. Okay. Now we need to assign these in the recipe panel. 1, 2, 3. All right, we can probably test that now. So go scenes, main menu. Man, so Stubby, I was playing the TCG mobile app thing last night, and man, I was like beating my head against the wall. I was like, they had some like event at the moment, and I was playing like the advanced fight or whatever, expert fight or something like that, and it's just like I think I tried the fight like close to 20 times, and I just had to keep conceding and keep going. It was like I know I could probably get stronger cards, but like it's all part of the gacha stuff, but I just needed to wait for the correct RNG to happen. Like I drew the best cards that I needed first, and then they didn't play their best card first. I can't even remember what I won that as. Oh, actually, I think I was... So it's the event was like a Lapras one, so I had an electric deck. But yeah, I just needed a lot of lucky things to happen. Like rolling heads to paralyze them. Yeah, like tons of that stuff. They just had like... what's the evolution? It would be Starmie, right? They had a Starmie EX that like for 2 energy they could do 90 damage. So it's just like, and they just had that basically from like turn 2 onwards, and it's just like fucking all my Pokemon are able to just get one shot. That's terrible. But I eventually got it. I hit the RNG, finished it. To pray to Arceus before every conflict. True. I forgot to disable panels in here. To make sure everything's working properly, I probably should just order everything. So we need 56 mils. Let's do 15, 15, 56. So that's 30. $45. I mean, let's just order 60 mils all up. Just not make it difficult for myself. Cool. Okay, well, it's obviously broken. I wonder what I broke. Let's go find out. Kind of confused because when I was testing this just before, this was working. Actually, I should really stop disabling things like that. I know I can do like this and that to hide it. But when I was doing this just a second ago, this was working, was it not? Nope, wrong dude. This guy. 1, 2, 3. It works when I've got it in here. And then we can chuck it in tier 2. That works. Tier 3. That works. So, what is the problem? I guess we can breakpoint that. Make sure it's actually assigning itself properly. Hey Paradox, welcome back. Oh, I got a question for you, Paradox. I was asking before, but I think you weren't in chat yet. Is all your VODs available for viewing? Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I figured today's my last stream day for the week, so off stream tomorrow. I'm thinking I'll probably watch your VOD of you playtesting the game. Because it's probably useful for me to kind of see how you navigated certain things. Okay. Okay, so the switch case is working as intended, but why is it looking like that? So close that for now. Okay, it's only... What the hell? When you close it, it then... It's proper, so it's only when it's first instantiating itself that it's breaking, but when you open it again, it works. Oh, that's going to be really fun to fix. Can also click the play out. No stress. I don't want to put you through any extra work. I'm not really going to be doing that much tomorrow. I'll probably just have it on a second monitor while I'm doing other stuff and watch through it. Your game's addicting. That's good. That's music to my ears. I think something that I didn't like realize. So I think in the email you probably
saw that I mentioned how long like you can get like complete all the objectives with perfect play is I kind of thought like I'm thinking like, oh man, this game's like you're gonna be able to complete it really easily, and obviously I still want to tinker with all how long progression stuff takes, but yeah, like when I was playing through it all, I was just like, oh, what the hell? It took me 30 minutes to just do this much, and then like obviously that's only getting to 2 stars where you want to try to get to 5 stars. So I'm just like, okay, I think there actually will be enough in the game to make that happen. So it's exciting for me at least. All right, so this bug is really going to annoy me, I think. So they're all in here. Why is it like that? But then if I close it and reopened it, it's fine. Baffling. Okay, I want to screenshot what this guy looks like. So the Y position hasn't moved. But then everything hasn't sorted. I think I know of a trick I think I can get, considering it just needs to update, is I can probably turn the object on and off again as a way to like refresh the list after everything's done. So we can probably go like, we will have a serialized field private game object m on parent, copy this GUI, and when we load the list, comes through all of this. Go dot set active false, and this all happens in a frame, so it shouldn't change anything. Let's try that out. That's what we were saying. I was having a really good time being able to chat and play at the same time in the beginning, but I had to log in at some points, which was pleasantly surprising. Yeah, so try and not leak a DM here, because one of the other people I got to play test it as well had something similar, so I'll send what they had. So they had I don't think there's, just checking what's visible in the background before I show this on stream. It's all just my stuff, that's fine. Yeah, one of the bugs that can happen as well is like the staff members can get caught on each other. So there's 2 here, they've like clipped into each other, so they can't move. It's really buggy Unity like baked in thing, so I'm gonna have to find like a way to solve that. But then that's how they soft locked. But from yours, let me just double check that I'm not leaking anything with you either. I don't think so. I think it's all normal stuff. Is like, you had people, wait, what was it? A person that just never left. So they were served by the looks of it. The fact that they've got a happy face means that you did serve them. But then they just decided to never leave. So yeah, I haven't seen that bug before. So I'll have to look into what the hell was going on there. Something as well is like, if you're ever play testing again, something that you should try alt tabbing the game, because for some reason, no idea why, the other bug that I showed you that my mate sent me of like the two staff members being stuck together, alt tabbing the game and coming back in fixes it. No idea why that's a thing. Yeah. It's like, okay. Oh, I didn't set the reference. Yeah. Wow, okay, so that still didn't fix it. I wonder if it's actually... I can test this really easily if I go like this. So the thing that I'm actually doing is turning off the list parent. No, that works. That's effectively what I'm doing, is I'm enabling it and doing that, and it works if I do it like that, but... What the hell is going on? Okay, what if I cheat? So this obviously doesn't work. What if when we load list, we do game object dot set active false, and then as it goes through this, it comes through and does all that. This is very bad implementation. I definitely shouldn't be doing this. I should find another solution, but... Oh, I didn't do set active true. God, I'm so cooked. Oh, I somehow broke the game by doing that. That's a crash. That's impressive. Alright, so that's obviously not the solution we're looking for there. Let's revert that real quick. This could be a Google angle. Unity content size fitter not updating unless I turn object off and on. This is what the problem is. Yeah, so they're doing
canvas which performs its layout in content generation calculates at the end of a frame just before rendering an order. So it's basically the latest changes that happened. Codes you can call to force update canvases. That seems like a really sketchy command to call, but we can try it. So canvas.force update canvases. Yeah, that's a scary command. Potentially refreshing every UI element in the game. There you go, it was working though. Cool, man. Cool, man. That's cool. Alright, cool. So let's play the game for a little bit now, because then I've got it set up that I can unlock some tier 2 recipes, so I want to make sure that they get added correctly. I could have like a counter of how many tier 1 recipes you have up here as well. I don't know. Oh, this is getting cool, man. I like this. This is sick. I didn't buy any soup? I thought I did. I'm gonna run it back. Quit make a new save. I thought I bought $20 of each. I think I did. I think that was a bug that happened then, but considering I was changing that much data, like it's just very likely that I could have broken it. Yeah, there's a weird visual bug, and that's going to be because we're reloading this list, I think. Didn't do it that time though. Quite interesting. Something that's new as well, Paradox, is based on feedback, is kind of updated like the daily checklist thing that's at the top here. So now that they're like buttons that it can open like what panel it's talking about directly rather than going up here, just to try and like add less friction there. And obviously if something hasn't passed the check, like you can see star frosted 0 out of 1, the button's red. But if I come in and let's hire 2 people and put Georgia on, for instance, then it turns green. So it's just a way to give a bit of extra visual clarification as to what's happening. And something that you may have experienced it, but potentially because you're aware of how the mechanics worked based on like the fact that you've seen my streams, is, and I think it's something I had in like the early prototypes I had as well, is people don't check the like staff panels at the end of the day. So you just keep someone rostered on and they just kept accruing fatigue, and then you probably eventually had one of them call in sick. So the solution to that is that you have to roster people every day. So at the end of today, you'll be able to see it. So where it kept everyone rostered on is now it rosters everyone off. So it's kind of like you're doing the roster every day. So that way, like, you're going to come back in and try and do this, but you'll notice that her fatigue's gone up. But yeah, less chicken, less sugar. Okay, there's a weird non-raycast target in here. Oh, what was the prices like? Burger's cheap. Yeah. It's like because of
It's like one of those things that like I have designed the system so I know to always check it, but it's like, yeah, seeing fresh players come into there where they don't have the knowledge that I have of making the system is like, yeah, they forget. So this is a way to try and stop that from happening. Plus now as well, there's been dying of exhaustion. Yeah. I've also got a pop-up now. I mean, I could probably try and show it on stream. I'll try and get Georgia to get sick. But I've got a pop-up now that says that they've called in sick as well to give a bit of extra indication. I was always intending to do that, just didn't have it implemented in time. Stuff frosted. More lettuce, more milk. I think I will want to eventually, I think I know how to do it as well, is like your cursor, so I've got like this little pointer dude at the moment, is like your cursor will change if it's like highlighting over like the QuickTime event sort of thing. So if it's like over the fire, it's going to turn into a fire extinguisher. If it's over the spills that are on the ground, it turns into a mop. And then if it's over the trash, maybe like a pincer thing that you pick up trash with. All polished things that I can't wait to get in. More cheese, less beans. Haven't gotten any perfect recipes yet, just slogging along. Restaurant, reviews, more butter, more butter. Oh, there you go, got a perfect recipe, cool. So if we claim this now, it should show up in tier 2, very good. So that's working as intended. God, it's going to take a while to get to the next tier. So I don't know if I really want to... Nah, I probably should. Bugger it. Bugger it. We'll just send it. So many fires. Learn to cook properly. Clutch. Less onion. Alright, so Georgia has a chance of calling in sick today, so let's see if I actually hit the roll. There you go. So yeah, if they call in sick, you'll get a little message pop up now saying that the employee has called in sick and they cannot work for 2 days. Yeah, it's quit out to main menu. That's all I need for that. So that's cool. That's cool. So I got recipe tiers working. Okay, so daily checklist, that's done. Button, done, recipe tiers, and let it sort by... Okay, cool. That's that done. Shop rework. Yeah. So add estimated customers on this screen. Should make it both on the market and the shop. Alright, so there's going to be two versions of this shop. There is... Come to this guy now. Open up the market panel. That's what that was. Okay, if that's the case, I'm just going to turn that off then. So on this guy... Probably add it down in the list down here, maybe. Is that a little section for it? So open up this and go. But where are we going to add like an auto buy feature? Maybe the auto buy goes there. Ah, man. Ah, crap. I don't know where I want to put things. Or maybe... Maybe you could have the auto buy in, who's it showing here? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think there should be an auto buy function? So it's one of the feedback. Like I was kind of umming and ahhing about it, because I guess like, yeah, it's a way to add like a bit of like automation, I guess, to the process that you can just auto buy and you go off that. But I guess then the downside of that is, you know, you might not an auto buy for what? So like at the start of the week, actually it might even be on both panel. No, actually it'll be on the start of the week. So start of the week, right? So if we come to, we'll open up the weekly checklist. As the start of the week, you have an estimated customer count, and then you've kind of got to order mills to assign for that. So that's when you open up the market panel, and that's when you'll buy all the mills in here. So someone in their feedback said like, oh, having like an auto buy thing. So it's just going to like randomly select out, randomly select recipes and then buy that to the amount. And it's just like, you could have that and it makes it easy, but at the same time, like the reason why they would want that is because there's probably no need to order specific things, where eventually you are going to need to order specific things. Like a critic at one of the higher tiers is going to be like, you need to have a recipe. You see I'm setting up tiers at the moment, is you need to have like a tier 1 recipe, a tier 2 recipe, a tier 3 recipe and stuff like that. And they're going to order all 3 of those. So it's like, if you're doing automatic buying, you're not going to be able to set that up. So it's like, maybe we just don't include it, and that's the fix for it. I don't know. Maybe I just like put it on the back burner for now. And if like it comes up again, I'll put it in the backlog. It's just like shop auto buy feature. What if it auto bought the recipes you previously used? I I guess the thing that could be potentially different for that is like, so your estimated customers goes up with your rating. So if you're a 1-star rating, your estimated customers are, it's on here. That's the default thing. So 56 is what it is at a 1-star rating. But when you move to a 1.5-star rating, I think your estimated customers is at 70. So it's like, then you're still adding a bit of automation into there, because it's just like, I could easily make it, it's like, yeah, it's just going to duplicate what you bought last shop. But then like you're ordering more, so it's like, then what's the discrepancy of like, what are the additional recipes that you're ordering? Yeah, I think I only heard the auto buy from one thing, and now I've probably biased you guys that you're like, oh, that could be cool, so you'll probably include that now. But I think I'll keep the auto buy on the back burner for now. And if it makes sense, once I've implemented more of the game, if it makes sense for an auto buy feature to be in, maybe I'll include it. But for now, I'll think we'll leave it out. So I think in here, and a list parent here as well is you want to, oh crap, the buttons on it as well. That's so annoying. I think we want to move this up like this. And then the purchase button, we want to move down. Ah, damn it. Oh, there's a couple of things we actually need to do in here as well. Come back to the list parent again. Go to there. Purchase button. Once again, comes down to there. Happy with that. Because then we're going to have an estimated mills in here. Like, okay, so the list parent, I'm gonna have a empty and just call estimated parent. $60 probably. Even go bigger, I guess 70. Actually, maybe. I mean, I can flip them around, so this is going to need... Oh, what did I do? What did I do? This is going to need a vertical layout group, control width. And then in here, so it needs to be 35 each. Create empty. Title. I wonder if I can actually have that as like a custom swatch. There you go. Now I never have to do that again. Wish I did that like weeks ago. Estimated customers. I'm thinking we flip these around. But I mean, for now, copy this, and it's going to go under the purchase button. So we can just open the shop panel back up. Cool. So in the same spot now. So I think now we grab the purchase button and move it up. Here. And then the estimated parent. It's going to come down here. And I think the fact that it's down there now is like we can actually change this to probably be move component and have this to be a horizontal layout group now. Middle center. This will have a content size fitter, horizontal fit preferred size. That's just inaccurate. Control the width, there we go. Add some spacing. 15 seems like a good number. Because it's all on one line now, we probably can actually make it go a bit larger. 35 is a sweet spot for this. Estimated customers is going to need that on it. You know what? After seeing this, I don't really like the placement of this either. I think I might move estimated customers to be at the top. Which means we should put it up here. Okay, purchase button, and we can get rid of the estimated parent here for now. Purchase button, purchase button. Let's bring back down here. Actually, I should have done the list parent first. There, purchase button, purchase button. Like that. And then I think what we actually move is the list parent here, and then we're gonna go shrink it from the top, I think. Estimated parent is now going to be anchored at the top. So I think we do something like this. All right. So now we can put this onto the BG. So if we close the market panel, open the shop panel, yep, that's where it should be. Something else we need to do is copy this into the list parent, scroll view, viewport, content.
in there. Scroll view, viewport, content in there. Which now means we need to go to the shop. Well, it's starting to get warm in this room. I'm going to turn the aircon on. One sec. So yeah, we need to come to the shop panel. This is going to need list transform 1, 2, 3. And we need to copy the same thing that we had in the recipe panel, which is going to be this. Transform, and then we need to add this outside of the for each loop. Come assign them in here. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then every time we init, we should have, just gonna put it right in here, a private void update estimated customers. So in here, we're gonna go if, what's the thing we're using elsewhere for the prices? Market active. So we should chuck that in here probably. So let's have serialized field private game object, no, TMP underscore text m underscore estimated customers text m underscore estimated customers text dot text equals, and this is actually where I don't know what it's going to equal yet. I think we have the functionality for this in this guy. Here. Wait. Is this times 7? But now, for this guy, we need something slightly different, because now, on the normal shop panel, is we want to grab how many estimated customers there are for the rest of the week. So how are we going to do that? You know, we're grabbing the day, so it's day 1. They still have 7 days. Let's see if it's day 7. 7 take 6. That's going to be -1. So let's have like, just so I can have the math go, int days remaining equals 7 minus time data source dot day -1. So I'm doing day -1 because when we're displaying day 1, is we don't want it to be taking 7 take 1. There's 6 days left. When day 1 means that it's the whole week to go. So day -1, so now it's going to be day 1 take 1 0. So 7 take 0. There's 7 days left in the week. So that's how we're getting days remaining. So now in here we do days remaining. So we can assign that variable now. Mount is going to be this guy. Come up to this one. Nope, not this one, this one. Shop panel, amount. All right, I think that's everything. So we can come to the main menu now and set it up. Start a fresh week. We don't want any onboarding. That's good. That's real good. Why has that happened? Oh my god, I didn't do what I think I did I? And actually delete this out of the UI manager? No? No, nothing should have happened just then. I mean, all I did was this. This has been working the entire time, so I'm really confused as to what has broken to cause this to happen. Have I killed an object on this? Weekly checklist. Oh, I'm gonna feel really good about that. No errors.
Oh, dude, I'm so cooked. Holy shit, I'm dumb. That's meant to be 0, because I haven't ordered any food yet. Estimated meals 0. I haven't ordered any. God, I'm such a clown. Cool, man. That's so cool. Okay, well this is still causing an issue. Which it shouldn't be doing, because I'm doing this. Like, this solved the problem just a second ago. I mean, I can do this elsewhere, because I guess we are loading the list first, but then we're doing a lot of other stuff, so I can just have, like, yuck. Really don't want to put it in there. Nope, still broken. That's cool. That's real cool. But I don't get it, because, like, look, I'll order some food. What, 56 of these? Okay, well, something did just break then. As this isn't getting incremented. Cool, so we're just like breaking everything. That's cool. I love that for us. Oh no, I think it's just a visual bug. Okay. Well, regardless, I've got enough meals now, so we come into here. Like, this guy's working properly now. But the other one wasn't. Oh, sorry about that. Just fucking kneed my desk. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I mean, it's going to be really easy to test. No, it's not, because I have to do a new save. Really don't want to do this. Could refresh it multiple times. Don't know if it's going to be a performance hit, but it's working, so we'll just leave it as is. If it's going to work there, it's going to work there. Wonder if I can get rid of that one now. Ugh, yuck, it's going to be refreshing a canvas so many times. Doesn't seem to be any like performance drop from that, so it might be okay.
What are we still trying to do in this guy? So estimated customers, it's on both. Oh, I haven't checked that it's doing the correct thing on the shop version, so we should do that now, and then we'll do the default 3. Start week 56. So this should go down by what? 8? Yeah, let's roster. Sure. Should go down to 8, so it should be at 48. I'm doing my maths right there. Yeah. At the end of the day, it should say 48 in that panel. $48. There you go. That's working. All right. Do the default of 3. I'm just gonna put the desk into standing mode. Stretch the legs out a little bit. Holy shit. Yeah, wicked. All right, the man is rising. Yeah, dude. All right, so default of 3. Default of 3. Where do we do all of that? This is probably when we load the shop for the first time, maybe? Maybe. Could be plus equals. Huh. Where is all that data initialized, I wonder? I mean, it's definitely... Man, is it the shop item, I wonder? So is this guy amount? Who is using you? It's not helpful at all. Is there something in the recipe? No, maybe it's the recipe list actually. Let's go. I think we've got tons of save data in here. Here we go. This is the first time initializing this data. Set it to 1. Just what I wanted. Which means all we need to do is change that to 3. And I think that's going to do what we want it to do. There you go. Initialized it at 3. Very good. And then if I add 56 of these, it should be 1080. Yep, lovely. I did 60, so that's slightly more, but cool. Start week. And then if I come into here, and let's change this all now to 2. And then come into the shop, it'll all be at 2. Good. Alrighty. I think that's everything we wanted to achieve in this. Shop rework, estimated customers. Yeah, alright. Shop rework. Go into here. Submit. Shop rework. Alrighty. So. It's gonna be this guy. All right, so this is just some polish. So if we come back onto this screen, basically I want to have some functionality in. It's just like, it is what it is. It's like a little polish thing that like whenever you gain money or lose money, it's just there's going to be like a little number that spawns up here that kind of just animates down and fades out. It's just like a little tiny bit of a visual indicator that it changed, and you can see how much it changed by. Yeah. So to do that, we're going to come onto here. It is the info panel that it's going to be animating on. We should put it as, so the bottom parent, money parent, followers parent. I mean, realistically, yeah, it's this. So if we have a child of the money parent, that's going to be, we're going to make this a prefab anyway, but it's going to be called money change. We can dynamically set it, variables to it, so it can probably change to be red and stuff like that on its own. Actually, it needs to be just as a child of that, I think. Bang. Bang. All right, it's going to have, doesn't need that much width, maybe 30. What's that look like? Okay, maybe 40. Text Mesh Pro. I mean, realistically, we want this to be like
potentially green, so it's going to say like 200. Let's be in Balkan. I do realize now that the green background with the green text is probably going to be quite annoying. Okay, that's irritating. So we can fix that by having money change now not have this. It's going to be a horizontal sorting. Middle center. Control width. Content size fitter. Horizontal fit preferred size. And then as a child of this, we're going to have a dollar sign. This could turn into an icon if I ever do change the money to be not dollars. But this will have a text mesh pro. We're using green. Auto size. Dollar sign. Definitely don't want it to be that big. 30. Center adjust. Shit. Okay, this one can have... Oop, wrong dude. This guy. Outline slash. We bold it? Yeah, I think we definitely bold it. Okay, and then we have amount. Say 200. And this needs the normal outline, like that. Get rid of these clowns. This is going to need some spacing. 5 is always a good number. Let's run with 35. Alright, so money parent, money text. We can have a animation holder. Sure. Okay, and then this will be, yeah, probably like here. One. Zero. Alright. This guy is going to have its own animator on it. Cool. Let's call it floating number. I can last a second maybe. That's probably too long. I think a second normally actually is pretty long in game dev time. Maybe it comes down here to, sure, let's say -70. What does that look like? Wonder if we can look at that in game. Yep. And then like halfway through, actually we can just go here, in here. It fades out. We only want that like halfway. So it comes thing and then fades out. Should it go up? I think it can go down, but it just needs to probably not move as much as it is at the moment. So maybe let's go like 40. Yep, cool. And I think we actually can make this go for longer. So I think we will make it go for a second, and then at halfway it's gonna fade out. Yeah, sure, why not? So then in terms of the animator itself, I mean, it probably is just an entry animation. It plays once, doesn't loop. We're gonna need a script, UI. Just call it floating number. So we'll have a serialized field, private color, m_positive color, and negative color. I mean, honestly, we could just do like this, right? Equals. No, we'll just set it in the inspector. It's gonna be easier. Okay. Then we're going to also have a serialized field TMP underscore text called m_amount. Text. And a prefix text. Cool. So we can have an animation event in here. That's just going to be like public void kill object, destroy game object, public void init, which is going to take in an integer value if
value is greater than or equal to 0. M underscore amount text dot color equals positive color. Prefix color equals positive color. Else negative color. Negative color. And then we're just going to say M underscore amount text dot text equals value to string. Type money follower. Here we can then also have a type M underscore type. If type M underscore type equals type dot follower M underscore prefix text dot text equals positive negative. Oh, all right, it's time to sit down. I think I'm standing up for too long. All right, so I think that's everything that we need for this. So if we come back onto this guy and come on to the animation, at the end of the animation, we call an animation event, which is going to be, oh, we haven't added the script onto this yet, which is going to be called floating number. So on this now we can go floating number, methods, kill object. Prefix. Amount text. Animator. Cool. So now we can make this a prefab. For now, let's just chuck it in here. Floating number money, we'll call this one. And then we'll duplicate it, and then this one will be called floating number follower. Delete you now. This prefix can technically just turn into a plus straight away now. All right. Oh, these animators both need to be on unscaled time. Okay, so there's an animation holder here. So I think the info panel has its own thing here. Yeah, here we go. Whoa, what the hell? That's disgusting. Handle money text. So in here, we're also going to have a serialized field, private floating number, money number, And then we'll also come into here and go follower number. So whenever there is, oh, we need some transforms as well. So we're gonna go serialize field, private transform, m_ money animation holder. We're going to chuck that also under here for the follower. All right, so whenever there is a money change, which we actually aren't passing, so we should definitely do that. Which we should just do that now. So on money changed, in here we can say int amount. Ah, crap. Negative. I think we can just do like negative value is where it goes in there. Pay wage is a negative value. Pay hiring fee is going to be a negative value. This is going to be a positive value, and this is going to be a positive value. Okay, so then we come back into the info panel. Money change now needs to take in an int amount. And this is where we can go instantiate. We should probably, so go money, floating number, obj equals instantiate money number at money animation holder, obj dot init amount. We'll have the exact same thing down here. This will take in int amount, except now we want the follower number in place of the follower animation holder, take in the amount. So now the follower change should also take in an int amount. Oh, fake. Yeah, so this... int follower change. Just initialize it at 0 so it doesn't get angry at us. Down here we go. Follower change, and now we need to, everywhere that we're doing things to followers is we need to be updating this variable. So we go m underscore, oh no, it's not m underscore, it's just follower change equals followers, do nothing. Follower change. Equals. Oh no, I think I don't need any of this stuff. It's literally just followers, because that's going to give us a positive or a negative always. Oh, but there's sometimes that we need it to... No, I think I'm doing this right. Color and... Wait, oh, I was almost deleting the wrong thing anyway. Because this is now we have current followers equals current followers negative. Else follower change equals followers. I think that's it. Alright, so we come back into this guy. That's not good. Hindsight is we're initializing this data. So let's just have a private void that can stay as is. And replace these now with a net. Okay. Oh yeah. Alright, so come back into Unity. Okay, we have the animation holder for this guy. Paste. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ease up, Turbo. Negative 54. Of course, it's a different number. It's different anchoring, that's why. Okay. So now we can come onto the info panel, take in the transform for the money, take in the transform for the follower. Now we need to grab those prefabs we made. I have to bounce for Pokemon tonight. I pray to ask you the code gives you no more issues and progress is fluid. Godspeed. Good luck, Stubby. Follower is the first guy. This is the second one. All right. Probably want that visible. That's okay. And if we hire staff, it's still going to be invisible, so you're not even going to see it. Really cool. It's okay, but then we can come to here, go start day. I saw it. Plus 24, plus 24, plus 24.
That's a really bad position for that to be in. Oh, it's because I'm zoomed in. Lol. That'll do it. Alright, I want to see the follower change at the end of the day. Plus 20. Cool. That's working. Space to speed up. Yeah, I mean, realistically, I think this is probably going to be one of the easiest scripts that I'm going to create. Could probably just do it in the time manager, I think. This is actually going to be confusing now that I think about it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like the functionality for getting this to work is easy. Let me just double check what my mate's feedback said for it. I mean, actually, I can probably kind of cheat this, I think, because I need to have like functionality eventually that you can see what's selected over here, which I don't have. Get key. Key code. Space. This is not meant to be an update, it's meant to be down here. And then we can say time scale equals, and what, I'm pretty sure all of our speed up methods are in here, right? Yeah, double speed. Oh shit. I'm pretty sure I'm starting the day at 2 times. Turn it back to 1, as it's probably meant to be. Instant game was always defaulted at double speed. That's classic. Now we can have an if input dot get key up, key code space. We will revert this back to 1, and this is actually how not how I should be doing this. I should be doing normal speed. That's actually incorrect. Again, normal speed's down here. Just delete all this. Oh my god, I'm just fat fingering every button. That's really cool. 3. Oh, I call it triple speed, maybe. Triple speed, there we go. And then we call check for input in here. Man, it is a cheat code having that. But yeah, cool. I don't mind it. It's a good suggestion, I think. All right. Well, while I'm here doing this time stuff, I probably could implement the buttons being different colors while they're active. For now, let's hide you. So we care about this guy down here. I honestly think like you just change the button to be green. And then when it's inactive, we have it that. So this is all going to be held by the time manager. So let's have them in here, timer objects. So let's have a, man, we have a ton of things in here. Go serialized field, private, more colors. Color and go M underscore button selected. Unselected. Right, and then we have serialized field, private, image, M underscore, pause button. What am I doing? Need an import UI. Pause, 1, 2, 3. Normal speed button, double speed button,
triple speed button. So we can come down to these. So when we pause game, M underscore pause button. Dot color equals M underscore selected. Nah, let's not do that. And then we can go M underscore normal. Unselected. M underscore double speed button is unselected. M underscore triple speed button is button unselected. It means we should run normal speed, but okay, so then this is going to be unselected. Wait, I'm cooked. We're in pause already. This is going to be unselected, and normal speed is going to be selected. Unselected, and then 2 times is going to be selected. And then here, this guy. 2, 3, cool. And then what we're going to do now is when that day starts, we're running this, is we just run, instead of doing that, you go normal speed, and then it's going to handle what button's selected. Cool. So because of that, we now want to come into the HUD. Actually, no, it's going to be the time. The time manager. Oh, shit. So I think button unselected, we do want to be this grayish sort of color. Does this have any transparency to it at the moment? No. I think the problem is probably don't want it to be green because it's going to be green on green. So maybe we could use like a blue. I don't know what. Let me just see what that would look like. Actually, yeah, blue. That's kind of, that goes kind of hard. So we'll take that blue button as well. So we go time manager. Button selected is going to be this color. And it just means all of these guys now need to take the white button. By default, we can make them all unselected, just so we can still see it. Assets. We didn't assign any of the images yet. Pause. 1 times. 2 times. 3 times. Test that now. Nothing's there by default. Pretty sure that's a bug. That's really cool. I'm gonna act like I didn't see it. Okay,
Cool, now we're getting errors everywhere. Oh. It's because I haven't re-enabled. This is... I mean, it's good that it's going to show a null ref, because I'd said before I need to make a checklist that whenever I create a build, I need to make sure this is enabled by default. Start week, no reviews, recipe selected, bang, staff rostered, bang. Cool, that's all working. Assets, reconcile offline, is that? The only changes I made was to the scene and one script. It's pretty good. Hold space to speed up. Love easy implementations like that. This guy. Shit. Well, I got through all of that a lot quicker than I was thinking I would. Trash mechanic getting blocked, plant can get stuck. Gray cubes, shop panel, extinguished, typo. No, I don't really want to look at any of the bugs yet. I guess what are we going to pull in? So, no, I don't want to do any of that yet. Make them tied to customers rather than random time. Maybe. Plant reviews, nope. Visual clarity, NPC spawn reworks? Oh, it's just stretched them out over the day. Cafe upgrade feature. Oh man, I really don't want to work on any of these today. I guess we can do trash rework. Alright, so what is going to have to change to make that work? So currently, we come into the cafe spawners, we have a trash spawner. And this has a list of locations that it's spawning to. So we can open up the trash spawner. And how it works is it's getting random locations and then it takes away from it. But now we're changing this and it's going to be the customer that has a chance of doing something. It's going to be, oh man. I mean, realistically, it means it just makes this whole trash spawner redundant, no? Like, this whole script is in the bin if it's going to be tied to customers. Oh my god. Alright, let's try and think this out. So, customer spawns, and while they're walking, let's say, they have a chance to... I mean, it's throughout their entire lifetime they have a chance to spawn trash. We'll check out what my mate's review said again for this. True. Okay. Shit. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? I mean, it realistically should be all based on the food they order as well. I don't know, maybe they have water as well and they can spill water, so that's fine. So it should only be probably while they're waiting. Slowly wrapping my brain around how I'm going to get this implemented. So it's going to be while it's in this state, we are yield return wait for food, which we can open in here. While waiting for food, yield return null. I reckon then we have a check in here after this happens. I think my problem is like they're going to be sitting on the chair, right? And we don't want it to drop exactly where the player is, so I think we just like offset it, like roughly it goes like one, like we don't. I mean, the spill can be under the table as well. That's fine. We just have to make sure these aren't raycast objects, which they are currently, and block a spill. Yeah, but you don't want trash to spawn. If a trash object spawns under the table, it's lost. That's gone into the abyss. So I mean, it should spawn either. What I need to check. What dimension is this way? Boom. Z-axis offset. So let's say put this here. A 0.5 offset could probably be okay. So I'm just going to write that in on the whiteboard. 0.5 offset on the Z-axis. All right, so we probably can still access the spawns. We can go M underscore, no, we go cafe manager dot instance dot get active cafe dot M underscore trash. What the fuck? M underscore trash spawner dot. And this is what we need to be calling in here. So let's pin you and pin you. And go public void attempt to spawn trash we are going to take in a transform. And call it pos. Means realistically we don't need this. And we don't need this. There isn't going to be a max spawn now. Hey Candice, how's it going? Oh, so let's just do like a random roll in here. Var roll equals random dot range between 0 and 2. If roll equals 0, spawn trash. So for that, we're going to do this logic. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I've gotten a ton of feedback from people that have tested the build so far, so I'm yeah, kind of implementing feedback, and yeah, it's fun times. We can also use roll here, so we can go no, we can't do that because if it equals 1, it's never going to be in here. So let's just do another random roll. Random roll. I know I could probably use the same variable again, but I'm always like weirdly sketchy about reusing random roll things. Superstitious, I guess. Random roll. Right, that's great. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I think like, what have I done? I guess you haven't been in here since yesterday. So yesterday, yeah, I've implemented a bit of rework on the staff stuff. So the happiness thing is now implemented. So if you underpay them, their happiness goes down. If they work consecutive days while they're at maximum fatigue, it goes down. While they're below 50% happiness, they move slower and cook slower. So there's a hit to that. But if they're above 50% happiness, they move as normal. If the happiness ever get to 0, they quit. And I've got like a pop-up now, so if someone does quit or if they are sick, you'll get a notification about it. In terms of UI sort of stuff, it's hidden up here. So if I go to the UI up here, put it into 2D. Oh, they're hidden. But the things that are on the daily checklist are buttons now. So I think there's the top one has to do with checking reviews. So the button appears as red when you haven't checked your reviews, and then once you open the review panel, the button will turn to green. So I guess, yeah, these are all now buttons, just so that it's easier, like, okay, I need to check reviews rather than coming over to here. For like a new player, it might be a bit more difficult, so they can click this and it's going to open the panel. Same for recipes and staff. But yeah, a lot more visual indication about like making sure you've gone through your daily checklist. Yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff.
Let's go. I'm gonna have a new variable here called, let's go vector. No, it does actually need to be a transform, doesn't it? Oh no, we're not. Okay, so it can be a vector 3. New pos equals pos.position. Now we should go equals a new vector 3 pos.position.x pos.position.y and then pos I mean, I can do it like this as well, but then it's in here that we then create something else. Say plus 0.5f. Don't know if this is going to work, but we'll try it. Oh, we literally can just change it. New pos dot z plus equals 0.5f. Negative equals we shouldn't. We've already set the position up here, so we don't need to do this, but we can add the offset there. Oh my lord. All right. So attempt to spawn trash is now going to be done. Thank you very much. In here, and then it's going to take in transform. Okay, I mean, we can attempt it. Don't know if this will work, but it'll be cool if it does. Scenes, main menu. There you go, you can see the buttons up here now. So it's like, check reviews. Oh, I've got a bug. I didn't re-enable the onboarding thing. Yikes. Then come back onto here. So when you check the reviews, it goes to green. You get an update of how many recipes you have selected on here, and also if you have staff rostered. Alrighty. Probably add a bit more offset than that, actually. I don't know if I've just hit perfect RNG, but they've all just done the spill. Cafe is really clean. I don't care about all that other stuff. Only dropping spills at the moment. Another spill. Oh, there you go. Okay, definitely need to add more offset. So let's go back into the trash spawner. Let's make the offset maybe 0.8. This might be too much. Nah, let's go 7.5. Test it with a spill, maybe. Could probably even go a little bit more. I mean, realistically, maybe we can just get away with doing one whole unit away. I think I'm yet to see it hit this second roll. So it can be 0 or 1 from this, but I think I've only ever seen it spawn below the table where it can also go above the table. So I'll like to see that in action. Hello. I think 1's looking pretty good at the moment. Okay, so that has not spawned as it should have. Because I'm not using new pos anywhere. I'm only using it for the spill, and that's why the spill looks right. God, I'm so dumb. Yoikers, yikers. Okay, there it is above. And could it even be more than that, you reckon? Oh man, I reckon we could get away with a little bit more, because just because that angle there is probably the worst one where it can be quite hidden. What if we make it like 1.25?
Okay, I think I have an idea. I mean, that actually looks pretty good. So, I think the spill... Man, we're having, like, random checks inside of random checks. I mean, for the sake of... So, the spill is always... Oh. God, I am dumb. I was wondering, like, oh, I'm only ever seeing the spills at the bottom. It's because I'm using the same random roll. Like, for it to go at the bottom is the same random roll as this. God, I am so dumb today. That'll do it. Okay, so we are going to add a second random roll again. Let's call it random pos roll. So that's going to make it go top and bottom. And I think if it's doing a trash, I think we should actually also go new pos, so nested if statement, so it's pretty gross. If random pos poll equals 0, I'm just going to add some extra, because I think I still... Wait, what am I doing? I think I was trying to decrease it. So maybe negative equals 0.25. I don't know, I've already forgotten what I'm trying to achieve by doing this. Once I see it in game, I guess I'll be more aware. Or maybe it was the other way around. Maybe I was trying to move the spills. There you go, went up. Pretty happy with how that spawned. Happy with how that spawned. Let's restart the day. Easily like that. Like to see more of the trash spawn. But I think it's looking pretty good. That, there you go. So if it's on the other side, we want it to probably kick out more. Honestly, same deal if it's... I need to see it kick at the bottom. Come on, there you go. Okay, so if it's at the bottom, it should be less. Ugh, I don't even know what way is less and what way is not. Move this off 2D, come into here. Less is when it's coming back towards us, so it's when we're taking it away. This. So when it's less, make this 1. But when it is on the other side, make it more. Could potentially even have slightly more. Yeah, it's probably... No, yeah, we'll try this. No, we'll try it. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll try it. Start day. I think I'm happy with how that looked. It's kind of spilled like right where they're sitting, which probably checks out. Yeah, it's kind of right where he was standing. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's the positive one. Needs to be kicked out a bit more. Try that. Did I start a new save file? I did. I don't want to do that. Of course, you didn't drop any trash on the north side of it. Run it back. It's good. North side spills look really good, position-wise. Ay, 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 ay. Still not amazing. So even adding a whole 1 to it, maybe. Oh my god, I think I'm really dumb. Yeah, really dumb. Confirmed, really dumb. 0.5. It's this. This is when we're pushing it up, and I'm making it be closer because of it. So this is the variable that we should actually be changing. And I don't think we want to do it at all. So let's just comment that out. God. Rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes.
That's good. It's not too obscured, I think. I think maybe we could even like push it slightly further and we do something like that. Hopefully this is the last change I need to do. Magic numbers, which I really should not have in there, but it's okay. That was really good. Look at that, how big that is. Nothing happens at the end of the day. Yeah, okay. I think I'm happy with that. Let's push that. Trash rework done. I'm getting through a lot more work than I thought I was going to get through today. I really don't want to do that today. I think the way to do this is like, as you can see on that day then is like, you know, you got through what's it said a moment at the start, you have 8 customers. As you get through 8 customers really quickly, and then you kind of just idle for like the last hour and a half to 2 hours of the day. So I want to find like a way to dynamically spread those customers that the day's still full. You're having less customers, but like, you know, then you're not having that idle time. But I think it's actually a really easy solution. I think it's just like, we know how long the day is, which is 80 seconds. Sorry, 90 seconds total. Is just you divide that by the amount that you're trying to spawn, and that's the delay between a customer. I feel like that's really simple, actually. So we have the NPC spawner needed for this. So I was like, yeah, doing a min delay, max delay. Okay, so yeah. The way I had this set up previously was like, I had fixed variables as to what those were, and that's from the prototype. But this is like, yeah, I think this is dumb. Wait time. Comment this out, because maybe we go back to it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be
Let's just go hit a calc up, right? So we're going to have 90 divided by 8. It says the delay should be 11 seconds per customer. So it's 90 divided by get max spawn. Then I think realistically all of this stuff should actually be spawn 1, then wait, then do the next check. Test that out. Okay, I do see the problem with this is that you're going to have a second employee that's just not needed. There you go, we went overtime. So even though everyone got served properly, we went overtime, so what I'm not taking into an account is, yes, you can spawn it at that time, and that's the even amount, but each customer has kind of like a real time from when they spawn to when they get served, which you then also need to account for. I mean, realistically as well, let me have a look. While you're at 1 star, I mean, it's basically the same as that. It's hard with 2, but easy as the other. So it should be hard as 1, okay. So that means we should probably grab, like, from when they spawn. So if we start from this, open up the stopwatch. Is like, what is their time? Control Shift P, so you're gonna go bang. So it's roughly 6 seconds for them to get to the table. And it's variable of how long it's going to take once they're there. So that's their movement time. We should decrease it now to be... Okay, what am I trying to accomplish here? So... Open up the calc. So I was thinking of going 8 times 6, and that's how much time and movement. How do we spread them out properly? I mean, let me just go 48 divided by 8, 6. Let me just hard test a number, and I can communicate how I got to that number in a second. Only if it works. If it doesn't work, you never saw anything. Really annoying for testing. There you go, that was pretty close to the perfect thing, perfect number. But I think the problem with that is like it compounds now, is like, you know, if I hire someone, so that took basically the perfect amount of time to get through a day, but if I have 2 people on now, and run through all of this. Is now we're done by 1. So it means we need to dynamically change it based on how many staff are rostered. So I want to test something before. So I had 6. I want to try, what if I do, so we know the travel time is 6. So what was, that was 11.25. 90 divided by 8. What if we do -6, because that's the travel time, so we're going to go 84. 84 divided by 8 is 10.5. What does 10.5 look like? This only matters for a single employee, so we'll make sure we don't have someone rostered on for this. Doesn't help that I've had 2 back-to-back fires. Pretty much on time. So if we're giving ourselves like a little bit of buffer room, you could probably go like 80 to get everyone done. So let's have a look. So where'd it go? Okay, so I'm thinking of doing, let's see, I mean 80 divided by 8 we know is 10, so it's going to spawn in every 10 seconds.
But if it was 40 divided by, what's that? Every 5 seconds. Man. It's just counterintuitive because save whatever things it's saved in here. Because like I want to set it up, it's like, oh well, you know, if there's 2 staff members, it can get done in more of the times. It's yeah. I mean, I guess nothing really needs to change. It's like it's just always going to be the perfect amount. But I guess that's where you can add variable spawning rather than a hard set number. That maybe you can try and offset it. That like sometimes that there's a quiet period and then it picks up. I don't know if it's actually really a solvable problem for what I'm trying to do. If I'm having a hard set amount of customers, it's just too bad. Right, so we're trying this now with 10-second delay between customers. There's obviously a variable that I'm not resetting properly, that's just caused a bug there. So we definitely should add that into the bug list. Weekly day tracking, not saving correctly. Seems like it isn't saving on day end. Oh no, week 2, day 1. I'm cooked. It actually is. Delete that bug. You're wrong. I guess the way, like, I can hire someone, but it means realistically when there's this many customers, there isn't a need for a second employee, which means I'm going to have to tinker the amount of customers you have at the start. Because, yeah, have a look. The second guy doesn't get used, like, once. Oh, there you go. He got used. Never mind. I lied. Straight lied.
Perfect time. Okay. What I'm gonna do should be less lettuce, less cheese. Less lettuce, less cheese. What other reviews have we got? Less mayo. Nothing ever about chicken, so it could be good. So it's less of all of those. Because I guess with that now, so we got 80 divided by, so that's giving us like a little bit of buffer for the traveling. So max spawn is 8, so it's every 10 seconds, but then it's going to move to... Wait, 80 divided by 8 is 10, yeah. And then we're going to have 80 divided by 10, which is then going to be 8. So it's going to be an 8-second delay at the next tier. So I guess we can keep testing until we'll see what that looks like. Because I guess that should have moved back to pause. Start day. Okay, so he comes in clutch for like one person. Which means like he's definitely overpaid for what he's doing, but we'll still take it. 30. Check reviews. Less lettuce, less cheese. Less lettuce, less cheese. Staff rostered. I mean, realistically, I know I don't need you rostered on. So let's just keep you rostered off for a day. Perfect recipe. Fire. Let it go. That's gonna hurt, I think. Oh, get him. Check reviews. It's perfect. It's perfect. That. Oh no, I've got it set at 500. Oh my god, I'm going to be here for 20 years. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit. Service. Okay, this will give us the maximum amount of maximum follower change in a day. No fires today. Let's go. Only 85 followers from that. That's still really sad. That's with a perfect recipe. All right, we'll keep grinding. So we're getting 80, 60. No, I think I've like hit the bad number that I actually really hate hitting. It's okay. Yeah, we're gonna hit it at the end of the week, which pisses me off, but it is what it is. Start day. A lot of fires today. Maybe after time. That number's just going to be completely wrong, but whatever. 56. Start week. Cool. Cool, I passed the critic review. Oh, I needed to check. Okay, so it's good that I've got this now. So I can double check the shop panel. Cool. It puts it in the tier 2. Tier 2. Alright, so now our spawn rate should be different. So if we click start date, we're going to be spawning 10. So realistically, he should really struggle. Like, he shouldn't be able to time anything. But he's timing everything. Monkress. There you go. Now he's not timing people, so it's the follow-on effect. It's good. So we should go well over time because of this. Very well over time. Okay, so we need to try and save 2 hours by having a second person rostered on. Let's see what this looks like now. Here we go. Oh my god, they're still spawning. And that should be the last customer. Gets served before the end of the day. Alright, cool. It's kind of working. I mean, I'm not really doing any other work today, so maybe I can just keep... I need a second recipe though, don't I? Which I haven't bought. Yeah, I can't be able to change it. I think this is now setting up dynamically. So I think that's good. So we can get rid of this guy. I don't like the fact that there's a magic number here.
but I'm gonna keep it there. Just like the 80 represents 90 seconds full day minus 10 for travel time. Alright, NPC spawn rework's done. So, man, we have killed it today. Assets, reconcile offline. Changes were only made to 2 scripts. I mean, realistically, nothing changed in this. Yeah. Made NPC spawning more dynamic. Holy. It's crazy. I was only planning to do recipe, shop, follower, and space today, and I've now done an extra 2 reworks. That is very cool. So where does that leave me then? I'm definitely not touching the food review rework. That's reorder penalty, sold out penalty. No. Don't want to wrap my head around that this late in my day. I get not a hard set number. I mean, I could easily do that, but I need to then determine what's going to be the correct amount of decorations in a store. It should be a hidden variable I don't display on stream. Actually, I should probably just make it a random generated thing like the recipes. More clarity what type of the review is. I mean, do I even need that? Like, it was based on someone's feedback that it's just like there's a lot of text on the review panel, and look, that they're 100% right. There is a lot of text on that review panel, but I'm not really sure what you can do to solve that, because it's the nature of it. It's like reviews are in text. Like, I have these icons as like a way to not note that most of them are placeholder, but like as a way to tell what the recipe is. Like, maybe you have like a chicken drumstick here or something like that. It's like food review, money, time, and stuff like that. It's like I could section it out that there's a title as well that's just like food review 1, food review 2, and stuff like that. But it's just like, I feel like that's just overkill. Service review, pricing review, cleanliness review, decor review. I mean, look, I guess I can try it. It's the quickest thing that I can do in here. Review rework, this guy. Fills out like the last 30 minutes of my day. So it's going to be prefabs, review panel, review item. Make it slightly bigger to allow for a title. It's going to be 500 now. $40 width, 400, sure. It's going to be a Text Mesh Pro. Food review 1. We could have a number. Center, center.
I mean, they're complaining about there being too much text. So what am I doing? Adding more text.
This should be down here. Food review 1. 0. Food review 2. This is going to be pricing review. Cleanliness review. $0.40. Service review. Decor. Alright, so if we are going to make a change, that is what the change will be. I honestly feel like it makes it worse. I guess if you were to try and make it better, you could potentially make this guy bigger. This. So then you can have all of these titles be higher, like that. Potentially go bold. See what that will look like. Just realized this definitely breaks my onboarding, so I have that to look forward to if I keep this. Let's get rid of the 1 out of there. Let's just say food review, food review. Like that. And then... Look, I'll keep it, and it's, you know, it's easy enough to revert it if that's the case, but... Now we do something really annoying, which is fix up the onboarding for that. So we're gonna go settings, scenes, main, put it into 2D, UI, actually I can't turn off the onboarding because the onboarding is where the animation is. So this is gonna be reviews. Review panel. Review item. Content, scroll view, viewport. Just put a test one in there. Tint. Animation. Oh boy, I just realized how annoying this will actually be. least it is going to be the last job of the day. Onboarding review tint 1. Seven, eight, 9.15527 E negative 05, and bottom 770.5963. Oh, that's not even going to be correct, man. Because then we also need to do this. Oh, okay, we'll just cheat. Pricing review. Let's make it encapsulate the pricing review. Two. Review tint 1. Okay. Stop it. Oh my, I'm gonna fucking scream. Tint 2. Now it's gonna go from here to over here. View tint 3. It's going to go from here. Oh no, it's going to be down here. About pricing. Oh, sorry, cleanliness. Service to cleanliness. And then tint 4. Is going to be, let's move the other one first. It's going to be about cleanliness. Over to decor. That should be it. We can probably test that. Scenes, main menu. Before I do that, I know that I need to come into here and turn off this and turn back on welcome. In reviews, we should definitely delete this placeholder thing that we just chucked in here. Goodbye. And then turn reviews off. Make a new save. Oh, the shop tutorial's potentially going to be wrong. Haha. Wicked. This whole tutorial doesn't work yet because I had... Yeah, sick. Okay. I don't know if I can be bothered doing that today, though. Let's add that to the backlog. Fix staff. Onboarding. Start day. Something weird just happened then. Definitely a bug. Onboarding. Trash mechanic. Chef cooked right after the tutorial closed, despite there not being a customer at a table yet. So that's a pretty high priority task, I think. Regardless, we'll come back in. Just to make sure the reviews have been fixed up. Bang. Bit buggy, but it's alright, it'll work. Edited the review panel on boarding. Done. Alright. Come back onto this guy. We ended up doing that as well, so slightly early, but I probably will end stream there today, I think. Just because I don't want to cook into any of this stuff and leave it unfinished at the end of my day. It's better to kind of start fresh on those. Yeah, sweet. That's today's Wednesday, right? I'm not cooked. Yeah, cool. So that'll be my last stream for the week. So I'll be back on the 11th to pick up where I've left off. It's most likely that I've got a lot of this done before next stream. So I might be starting on animation stuff next week, but yeah. I guess anyone still in here, if you haven't play tested the build yet, and you still want to, is just go into the playtest section in my Discord for Cafe Haven, and all the details are about it there. Yeah, hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day and their weekend when it does come up, and I'll catch you same time next week on Monday.